I'm sitting. Hey, listen, look here, man. Listen, just looking on X, social
Yeah.
media. Keyshawn Davis has officially moved up to 147,
Oh, what's up?
according to what's out there. And then Keyshawn Davis confirmed it. The WBO has made him the number one guy. Now I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say that there's a mandated fight. It's not, but I can only go by he's number one. Keyshawn confirmed it. He retweeted it. He tagged Devin Haney. He said, "Let's go light skin," meaning that So I don't. I'm taking that as though okay, yeah, he the guy. He's number one now, and we should see a fight coming up
Gotta
sometime
have.
this year.
Gotta have.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Gotta
So
have.
how
Yeah.
how you see that? How you see that fight match? Because you got Debo. You get what I'm saying? And you got the businessman. And you know boxing better than anyone in the chat because you actually boxing. You was in the ring,
Right.
stuff like that. Just from a stylistic standpoint, I don't want nobody saying you hating, but you gonna give your honest opinion from a
Right.
stylistic standpoint. How do you see that fight?
I mean, it could go. It could go either way. A lot of times it's about what style of fighters show up at the time. Like within recent times or within recent fights, you could say years, Devin ain't really been that active as far as punch output. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
That's with his last two fights, right? That's with my son and with Ramirez. So he haven't really been active as far as punch output his last couple of fights, but he been tactical with
mm,
his last two fights. So it's really about how it goes. With it being that way and with him taking this tactical standpoint that he taking, but then with the
mm.
last two fights, you never know how it's gonna go. You feel what I'm saying? You don't really have enough to look at with Devin about that. Like we can look at it from when he fought the older guys or the other guys. You know what I'm saying? How he was getting off or whatever. Those
Mm.
guys a little smaller. Keyshawn is about his size and everything else. So it's just all about who show up that night. To be real
Yeah,
with you.
you know what, B, you do make a valid point as it relates to it depends on who all show up that night. What intrigued me about this fight is two different styles. Correct me if I'm wrong. I look at Devin Haney as a pure boxer, and I look at Keyshawn as a boxer puncher.
I can see that. Absolutely. I agree with that. Yeah.
So but what I noticed about Keyshawn, he kind of fights with he has a wide leg stance.
Right.
and and I understand the reason why he do that. That allows him to be able to when he throws shots. He got some heat coming on the motherfuckers. But
Right, right.
you
Yeah,
know
I
he
always say I always paid attention to I was talking about that might have been with you, might have been with me, it might have been with somebody else. But I was talking about I know that Keyshawn knows how to deliver a punch. I was talking about that a long time ago. You could tell he knows how to deliver a punch. A lot of people don't know how to deliver a punch. They
mm,
just punching. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not finna sit here and go through the explanation of it or explain
yeah,
how to deliver a punch, but Keyshawn knows how to deliver a punch. You feel what I'm saying? And I mean, of course, it gets shown a lot of times in his fights when he hurt people and we get him up out of there and when he do what he's supposed to do. You feel what I'm saying? So again, with that being said, with Devin being a boxer, being slick, sometime and want to move, want to not be set, not give you that target to sit there and punch on. That's why I say it's a very intriguing fight. You feel what I'm saying?
you
Yeah,
know what
I will be back and forth in my mind about that fight.
you know what you make a I kind of get what you coming from because like you say Devin's not going to sit there. He has better footwork than Amir than Albright. He's not going to
Right.
sit there. Both of them are pretty much the
Yeah.
same size.
Yeah. Yeah.
Arm reach, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
it's just a matter of who can take whose punch.
Yeah.
How was Devin? I'm still not. Some people are still not sure that if Devin get caught right, how he gonna respond. You
Right.
know.
True story. True story. Right. Get caught right or whatever else. I mean, I think, like I said, I will be back and forth. So you might hear me somewhere saying something, in my mind. I'll be
Mm,
back and forth about this fight because I'm also thinking they both coming up from a lighter weight. They
yeah.
both came from 140, 135. So it's an equally yoked fight. You feel what I'm saying? Again, I'ma always say that I feel like the way the way that Devin Haney is moving lately, making the plans to actually just win the fight by any means necessary, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be, domination or whether it be just eking by, squeaking by. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to say I would lean towards Devin Haney because I think he will find a way to win the fight.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? That's where I'm at right now. Again, I might change that if I think about it later. You feel what I'm saying? But right
I
now,
understand.
yeah, but right now that's where I'm at. I think he'll find a way to eat, eke his way out of that.
Yeah, it's Keyshawn is um, and then another thing too, like about Devin Haney being that this to be his second fight at welterweight. I know he's working with Mickey Bay and probably some other people. I
Right.
know he's going to try to because I noticed when his last fight when he fought his son, he kind of bulked up a little bit, tried to get a little stronger. I think with Keyshawn, he may try to keep that same thing going, get stronger, but you want to be able to throw those punches with fluidity because
Right.
Key may try to stop him unless Devin got enough pop to keep him at bay. So I'm very intrigued about this fight, B, because I like Keyshawn Davis's mentality, you know, you know, going into the fight or whatever. And I don't think he there's anything about Devin Haney that he's afraid of. And there's still a mystique about Dev. Is he really back or, and all that stuff there and how he gonna respond to Keyshawn because, Key is another level and this and that, but Keyshawn ain't fought nobody that got the footwork that Devin Haney has. And like you
Right.
said, Dev ain't gonna be sitting there. Dev know how to work on the outside. He got a good jab. He know how to stick and move. And then if you get
Right.
too close to him, he can tie you up. He's stronger than I thought he was. He could tie you up.
Right. Yeah, that's what I say. It's boxing. It's
Yeah.
boxing, and from where Devin at with it nowadays. You know what I'm saying? He with just winning. You feel what I'm saying? He with that's just winning. Like I say. So that says a lot. You feel what I'm saying? Keyshawn probably still on his. I'm about to whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We about to get active. You know how most fighters are. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Your traditional everyday fighter, which is what I like. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like just getting the win saying I just say I beat you. You feel what I'm saying? I want to beat you. I want to beat you. You feel what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is.
But this is the thing. This is the thing. Um, this is the thing too. Like you what you just said, just kind of like I want to piggyback off of that. It also depends on what the game plan is. If Devin Haney's game plan is, yeah, I just want to do enough to get by. You know, um, I don't think Keyshawn Davis's game plan is going to be that. Now, the question I have is this here: if I'm Devin Haney, I don't know if I want to take that approach. I'm not saying that's going to be his approach, but I don't want to take that approach.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if it's a close fight and it go to the judges, you can't. You don't know what them judges gonna say. You,
Yeah.
you don't. You don't know what them judges gonna say. So I don't know. B. I don't know if I would take that approach. I'm anxious to see what the game plan gonna be.
Right. Right. Exactly. That's why I said we never know. We don't know what it's gonna be until it happens. We don't know what it's gonna be till we get there. We don't even know what it's gonna look like until we get
Yeah.
there. You feel what I'm saying?
Do
You
you
feel me?
do you do you? Yeah, I feel you. Do you foresee this fight happening now that Keyshawn has officially moved up and he's been made the number one contender behind the champion? Do you
I
think? Do
I
you,
man, I have no clue. I have no clue because they saying something about 100 million in Devin and Zuffa. So we know if that go that way, that's not gonna happen. We got people saying that they want a lot of money for a lot of fights. We know that that's not gonna happen with a Keyshawn Davis. You feel what I'm saying?
mm,
Unless Turkey, and I told y'all before, Turkey wasn't happy with that performance. His last performance. I told y'all that. And as you
yeah, you
see,
said that. You said
and
that.
as you
You
see,
said
I
that.
was right again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, no,
yeah,
no. You said that. Yeah.
yeah, he wasn't happy with his performance. So when he wasn't happy with, I mean, win or lose, he wasn't happy with that performance that what he gave because he seen, your normal Turkey Al Sheik is a casual boxing fan.
Mm,
He's a casual boxing fan, and casual boxing fans want to see you go out there and give it your best. Want to see you go out there and give it your all. See the best of the best. They don't want to see you go out there and just eat by with a win. They don't want to see you go by and just, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to see that.
mm.
So, with that being said, without Turk Al Sheik behind it, will he get behind it with Keyshawn? Possibly. Keyshawn may get him back on that side where he wanna put Devin in there, you know what I'm saying, and see what happened with that kind of fight or whatever else. But like I said, he did two things with Turkey Al Sheik where he You know what he did with Ramirez and what he did with B Norman.
Mhm.
Shit, I can't see it. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, with the money not being there, unless he go ahead and submit, maybe need some money, I don't see it happening. No.
Hey, B, it's funny you said that because I do recall, you know, Devin Haney allegedly supposed to had a 3-fight deal with Turk Al Sheik. He was getting paid
36
$12
million.
million, $36 million, 3-fight deal. And he had 2 fights so far. He
And
fought
they
your
got cut
son and he
short.
fought Ramirez. But for the third fight, there was no third fight. So that must have been on a fight by fight basis.
Nah, it's what I told you, man. It's what I told you. I only tell you the truth. I only tell you the facts. And
Mm,
what I say is gonna always equal up to what it is. You feel what I'm saying?
mm,
Turkey didn't like the fight. Turkey didn't like
okay.
the fight. So who and why would you pay for another one of them fights? You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, with Ryan and Mario Barrios, I keep saying that. Look at how happy he was and how joyful he was. And he got in the ring and tried to get Ryan depth. Ryan left him hanging on accident. I don't know if you remember that. You feel what I'm saying? Did you
Yeah, I
see
forgot
that?
all about that. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, you see how happy he was after that perform and Ryan didn't even knock him out. Ryan didn't even knock Barrios out, but he went in there and he put in work. He put in what us as boxing fans like to see. You feel what I'm saying? Boxer, coach, whatever you want to call me, I'm still a boxing fan. And as a
Mm,
boxing fan, we want to see him up and get to it. You feel what I'm saying? Now you're as a real boxing fan, you got the ones that like the art of it and watching the this and the that, and they want to swear they the elite box. Nah, hell nah. You just like what you like. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
Some of
pretty
us
much.
don't be right. So, yeah. Okay.
Did your grandkids?
Always, man.
Hey man.
This don't be a facade what I be doing, man. I'm at the dentist. Look, that's my daughter. That's my daughter coming up here. My other daughter coming. It ain't never a facade, man. I got my grandkids. My daughter's with me.
Man, how many kids you have, bro?
I'm at the dentist, man. I got a squad of 9. I got a squad of 9, but that's 5 kids and 4 grandkids.
Damn.
So my squad is 9. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So that what my squad is, man. So either way
Yeah.
it go together. Nah, it ain't never fake. It ain't never fake. When you see me post some shit, when you see me doing some shit, nah,
Yeah, I
it's
know.
real.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. I know.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's real. It's real. Yeah.
I like to see that because
Appreciate it.
the mainstream media, they don't show that. When they show,
Yeah, yeah,
when
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, they just
they'll
like
show,
they just like to show me giving my opinions, what niggas want to say. You know what I'm saying? When they want to
yeah.
find something to holler at. Man, watch out, man. You feel me?
Damn. So, and then I know Dev tried to fight Rolly Romero, but I had Bill on the show. Bill said that Turk out of Sheep was not
Yeah,
interested in that fight at all.
I was just about to say that he wasn't interested because you got to look at even with the Ryan fight. He wasn't happy with that Ryan fight with Rolly, and Rolly won, and Rolly dropped him and everything else.
Yeah,
Man, the boxing fans that just hate people, that hate a specific individual,
yeah,
can take a knockdown and make it larger than life. That wasn't a good fight. Nobody liked that damn fight. The Rolly Romero and Ryan Garcia fight. Nobody liked that fight. The only thing good about that fight was the knockdown. Nobody liked that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So Turkey
mm,
Alley shit, he paying all the money for that. What the hell he gonna pay to see that for? The fans didn't, you know what I'm saying? The fans wasn't overwhelmingly like cheering for that shit. So he looking at it like, think about the fight. You got even though Rolly, I like Rolly too. Even though
yeah,
Rolly is a power puncher and he get with it, he get active. You got him in there with Ryan Garcia, and he didn't do that. He
yeah,
didn't go in there and do what he normally do. He didn't even try to go in there and do what he normally do. And then you got Devin Haney doing what he do, eking by and trying to come up with these game plans just to get the dub. You know what I'm saying? Which is okay. Just to get the dubs or whatever. Who the fuck want to see that? Like, who gonna pay? Why would Turk out she pay tens of millions of dollars to see that? Cause that's what Devin want. You feel what I'm saying?
mm.
Why would he do that? That don't make sense.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. This is the thing, right? Like we heard about the $100 million. I had Bill on the show, and I asked Bill. I say, Bill, it was the first question I asked him. Bill say, "All
You
right,
never did
coach,
it.
don't ask me no easy questions.
Yeah.
Come with it. Come with it now. Come with it. So I said, okay, we ain't finna ask you these questions. I ain't finna wait till the end to ask you. We're finna ask you this right now. Okay, Bill, you posted something about $100 million. You was very, very vague, but you did not say Devin Haney just signed $100 million deal with Zuffa Boston. You didn't say that. And I'm seeing a lot of Debo Dale's fans was like, yeah, Bill got the deal and this and that, $100 million, youngest in the game to get $100 million contract. But when I asked Bill that directly, I said, "Do you get $100 million deal? Yes or no? Did you sign?" And Bill said, "Well, my dog, goddamn Bill. Bill say, well, I said, goddamn Bill."
Yeah.
I say, man, hey, I fuck with you and Bill, but y'all two, listen, y'all two, bro. I
Genuine.
go to war with y'all. Y'all two right there, right?
It's genuine.
Especially
It's
you,
genuine. It's
especially
genuine.
you,
Yeah,
you
it's just yeah,
motherfucker.
you know what I do like about Bill myself. What I do like about Bill myself, you gotta remember, I didn't come on the scene bashing Bill. It's genuine. Everything we say is real. I like real shit. Like I'm a big Tupac fan. You feel what I'm saying? I like Tupac because that shit was real. You feel that shit in your soul. So if
Yeah,
we say some shit, that's what it
yeah.
is. You know what I'm saying? Now we know when it comes to Bill, sometimes he's full of shit. You feel what I'm saying? So we know that. You feel what I'm saying?
Bill say, well, when he, hey, B, when he said, well, I say, Bill, this is a yes or no. This is a yes or no
Right.
question. I
Ain't
just
no
need
such
yes or
thing. Ain't
no.
no goddamn such thing.
Well, you know, it depends.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, but I see what you're saying though, because it seemed like Turkey Island Sheik. It seemed like after that fight last year, he kind of like backed away from American boxing, like financing big fights in America. I don't like. I'm just saying, like,
He took, look at it this way. He took everybody he could,
yeah,
including when he tried to make that Virgil fight. He took every fight that we wanted to see and
yeah,
tried to make them happen. Every fight that you could think of that we wanted to see, he
right,
tried to make them fights happen. Some of the fights he did make happen, but they were duds. You feel
they
what
were
I'm saying?
done. Yeah,
Or people was scared. People was asking for too much money. People were asking for tune-ups. Like it was a whole lot of stuff going on where he pretty much unfolded and showed the boxing work, you know, showed to himself as a boxing fan. He's the ultimate boxing fan that say, with the money to make a nigga show his hand.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? See if you really about their life. You feel what I'm
yeah,
saying? Okay, it ain't about the money no more. What it's about? It ain't about this no more. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
mhm,
bro, I'm giving you the money. What we doing? You feel what I'm saying? If you in
right,
it for the money, are you an elite fighter or what? He putting these guys in the ring, like you said, with a roll in with a Ryan. That was a dud ass fight. Brian and Devin, that was really a dud ass fight outside of the knockdown.
uh-huh,
Devin and Ramirez, dud ass fight. Shit, I mean, you look at the fights he tried to put together. You look at the fight. Hold on one second, dog. You look at the fights he tried to put together. They just
mhm,
didn't. They didn't live up to what they were supposed to be. You get what I'm saying? I understand it, bro. I understand it from a boxing fan and the frustration point of view. Then you got with Eddie Hearn, you going over there to England, and
mhm,
these guys selling out Wembley stadiums. They, you know what I'm saying? They doing a, $65,000, 65,000. Even with Terrence Crawford, our boy, your boy, you know, Terrence Crawford, he asked Terrence Crawford, just don't retire after the fight. What Terrence do? What Bud do?
retired, yeah, he retired,
He,
yeah,
he retired. But you remember that? You remember he
yeah.
asked Bud, don't retire after the fight?
He said I'm retired, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, he said, don't retire. He asked him not to retire. Shit.
Yeah,
Bud was like,
I
fuck
knew.
that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. You know what? This it's funny because I just heard an interview from Turk Island Sheik. This was after Alexander Usyk fight. The night Alexander Usyk won, he beat on the dude named Rico, and Usyk say, "No, not Usyk. Turk Island Sheik. I have the video. He said, I'm trying to find somebody to beat this guy. Something like that. So he was talking about Usyk, and I want him to fight such and such name. It seemed like with like Turkey, like it to me, because you met him. I haven't met him, but it seemed his position is if I'm gonna pay you the money that you want, all this money, I want you to continue to do. I want you to do everything I say do.
Yes. Yes. That's what I'm
Yeah,
telling you. That's what I'm telling you. He ain't on American box because Americans full of shit. Let's be real. We
Yeah,
always on some bullshit. We always do what we always not doing what the hell we said we gonna do. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, as a boxing fan, it looked like he just let it. You see what happened with the zone thing with that pay per view thing? They just switched that whole deal up.
Switch it up. Yeah.
They switched that whole deal up on everybody. You feel what I'm saying? So now Turkey ain't putting the money out there no more. Like who gonna go wasting that kind of money? How can and it wasn't his money. So let's be clear on that. You know that
Mm.
wasn't his money. He said that wasn't his money.
Come on,
How
Turk
do
out of
you
shit.
go Turkey out of shoot? That wasn't his
Yeah,
money.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He said it's not his money. He did say that. It's not.
So how do you go to your boss or your investor or whoever else, and how do you go through and how do you approve this shit? Like how do you defend this shit? How do you defend that? You get what I'm saying? How do you defend what's happening? How do you defend the loss of money? How do you defend putting tens of $1 millions out there, but then only bringing $4-5 million in? You feel what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
can't defend that. And I'm telling you,
As a
you know
businessman,
this.
no, 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 no. Yeah, yeah.
As
No,
a
that's true.
business, I told y'all this also. Some of y'all gonna remember, some of y'all not. I told y'all also about the business deal about how with a particular fighter. I said the business is not making sense. It was a particular fighter that was somewhere else, and I was like, okay, they sold out this stadium. The next time they sold less. The next time they sold even less. People got to pay attention. You looking at the numbers. Yeah, the numbers are big, but you got to look at what the money being put out. You feel what I'm saying? I almost ran myself out of business doing that one time. I was bringing X amount of dollars a lot a month when you know what I'm saying, when I first started. But I had a truck that was sucking my pockets dry, and
Right.
I didn't realize it. You get what I'm saying? That's what they mean when they say make ends meet.
Yeah,
So
make
as a
ends
bit,
meet. Yep,
you
yep.
got to make the ends meet. So
I
as a
make the ends meet.
businessman,
Yep.
these ends got to meet. You talking about niggas who worry about $400, $500, $600? Nigga, these people work on billions and millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? These ends got to meet. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah,
how do you justify
you can't
paying this
justify it.
dude? See. Hold on. I gotta ask you two good questions. B. I need your answer on this. This is
Yeah.
gonna be a hell of a soundbite. We have an American boxing. Now you come from the era. I think you box years ago, right? So
Floyd, Floyd,
you
Floyd there. I can't remember the Floyd there.
yeah, Floyd, Roy Jones, all them, right?
Yep.
So what has changed in your opinion? Because it seems like American boxing, it's about and I've been studying this shit, B, and I'm telling you what I know. I can show you the numbers. The fan base that's here now, they come from the influencer boxing world. And they come from the streaming world, which is very similar to influencer boxing and celebrity boxing. It's very few um the hardcore boxing fans or the boxing culture that was here when you was boxing in the Floyd era and the Roy Jones era and stuff like that. That's not the same culture that's here today in American boxing.
No.
Am I right in that assessment
You
in
you
your opinion?
absolutely you absolutely right. It's not the same. It's not the same generation of people. It's not the same. It's nothing. It's not nothing that's the same about the people watching it.
Yeah,
It's not the same. It's not the same at all, man. It's terrible, man. You got to think about how they try to make people famous. I remember I told y'all this before. I said it's all about a name. It's all
yeah.
about a name. You can get a name like what's her name? Charlotte with the gap too. Talk to Blueface, Krishan, Krishan
Krishan, yeah,
Rock.
yeah,
Look at what she just did with her numbers. It's all about who the fuck you know. It ain't
yeah,
even about what you do, bro. You ain't even got to be nobody. You feel what I'm saying? This this
yeah,
this shit is wild, man. That's all what it's about. The social media and the influencing, and just because people say somebody, you ain't got to say that somebody because they actually did something great. You ain't got to do shit great. All you got to
yeah.
do is be known. Look at what Dean the Great did. Whoever the fuck Dean. Here, wait. Let me break this down. I didn't know who the fuck Dean the Great was. Let me say
Me
that.
neither.
So,
Me
so
neither.
let me break down how I learned who the fuck Dean the Great was. It's crazy how it works. Dean the Great, I found out who he was when he got punched in the mouth by an MMA fighter for saying something. Did you see that one?
Now I saw him get slapped by he was with Rampage
Rampage.
Jackson.
Rampage.
Yeah, and he was disrespecting
There
the
you go.
the,
A
the
dude white.
dude
A
trying
dude
to talk
white.
to the dude wife. And I'm
That's the
like, fam, you too goddamn small.
that's the first time I've in my life I've ever
Yeah,
heard that man's name. First
yeah,
time in my life I've ever seen that man know anything about him. Then next thing I know, I hear come across my timeline, AB back on. How he
yeah,
back on? Dean the Great, the nigga who I didn't know till he got slapped the shit out of.
yeah,
You feel what
yeah,
I'm saying? Put him on because now he got him streaming. And that's just how you get the people talking. It ain't like they doing shit. People like foolery.
Yeah.
What they say about
Yeah.
tomfoolery, people like
Tomfoolery.
foolery.
They
You
do.
feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's just what it is, bro. They like foolery. It ain't about what you're doing. You can go whatever, but it's just about foolery. These boys ain't doing nothing. I still know they not doing it. Dean right now can come slap the shit out of him. I still wouldn't know who he was. I just know now he with AB. I know AB. You feel
They
what I'm
know AB.
saying?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I know
Hey,
AB,
listen.
but I don't know these
Hey,
niggas.
hey, hey, listen. I saw dude get slapped on camera. Somebody was telling me about it, and I didn't remember. Then when I went and saw the video, I'm like, oh, I remember that. Yeah, the dude slapped him
Slap the
unconscious.
shit out of him.
Slapped him unconscious. I'm like, this dude
Yeah,
about 6'3",
I
about
saw it.
260. Right? How you running up on this? Like, nigga, you smaller than me.
Right,
You
right,
smaller than me, bro. How you running up on a dude disrespecting his wife like that? But this era, it's about attention. See, you know what they say? You gotta pay attention.
right.
You gotta pay
Absolutely.
attention. This is about attention. Then also, whoever got the most clout, whoever
That's
like the
what it's
three.
about.
Listen,
Yes, that's it.
and
That's
and I
it.
and I think Turkey Ali Sheik realized that now. What's going on in American boxing is the three
Bullshit.
hottest. Do you know the three hottest names in boxing in American boxing, not boxing, American boxing, because American boxing is different from to me regular real boxing. The three hottest names on social media in boxing is Clarissa Shields, because her slapping Alicia Baumgardner. That's kind of
Right.
dying down a little bit. Floyd
Yeah.
Mayweather, because he got them damn lawsuits going on. And Adrian Broner, because
Yeah.
he getting drunk on camera with Dina
Shit wild.
DeGray
The shit wild,
acting a
ain't it?
fool. Wild. Yeah,
Shit wild, man.
yeah,
The shit wild, man. You can't win for losing, man. It's a whole, like I said, it's a whole different time, whole
yeah,
different generation. Don't nobody want to be real about what the fuck they seeing. Don't nobody want to be real about, who they are. If you're a real fight fan, if you're an older fight fan, you know what the hell you're looking at, you know what you're looking for. You ain't worried
yeah,
about your fighter just eking out a win. You want your motherfucking fighter to get in and get busy. You feel what I'm saying? You want your fighter to be the best.
yeah,
We thought Roy was the best. We wanted to see
yeah.
Roy
We
whoop
did.
everybody at, right? Tarver,
Yeah,
we wanted that damn fight. You feel what I'm saying? What's my boy? Tony, James Tony, we wanted
James
that
Tony.
damn fight. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, 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 hey,
We
B,
wanted them
B,
fight.
B. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Listen. I ain't gonna keep you too long, but listen. Check this out. Remember we was in Vegas? Me, you, um, damn, I forgot what hotel. Not the Fountain Blue. Not when we was at the Fountain Blue. I was talking that Debo Devin 5 and all that. Not that.
Yeah,
I'm saying
yeah.
we was when we met James Tony. That was my first time ever meeting James Tony.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Hey,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
hey, I
yeah,
had
yeah,
I had
yeah,
walked up to him. I was like, "Lights out, what's up, baby?" And then you had them
yeah.
came up on him. And I was telling everybody, I said, "Man, the man gave me a look like he would have knocked my ass out." I say, I was telling everybody in the chat yesterday. I say, James Tony is like he give you grown man energy.
Yeah, yeah,
You get what I'm
absolutely.
saying? When
Absolutely.
I'm around you, you give off that energy, right? And
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
you
Yeah.
from you know what I mean when I say grown
Yeah,
man is like
yeah, yeah, hell
now this
yeah,
grown
yeah,
ass man,
that real nigga shit. Not
that
that,
real
not
nigga
that
shit. Yeah,
old
that
fake
real
that,
nigga
yeah,
shit.
not
So
that fake ass shit. Yeah, but look, you know what? Based on what you just said, that's why I be on the chat and I be telling everybody I do and say I be everywhere, and ain't nobody gonna do shit or say shit to me. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you see me, you realize that I'm exactly what you see on camera. I'm not fake. I
yeah,
may be more than what you
yeah,
see on camera when you see me in person, because I'm gonna give you
yeah.
the energy like nigga. You know what I'm saying? I get with you, but it is
I
what it
bet what he
is.
said.
But yeah, but yeah, yeah. I remember that. I remember that. We had a good
Hey,
old time there, man. Yeah.
so we had to took the picture and shit. I was like, man, this motherfucker lights out, because I'm always bragging about
Right.
James Tony, one of my favorite fighters, like one of them of all time. Just
Right.
there's a lot of them,
Yeah.
and just but he's one of, because I just like the way he can handle business in the ring and stuff like that. But I was saying this is a different era here. This social media era is, it ain't about how good you is. It's about everybody don't drew their lines in the sand. You know, they like niggas because of their hair, their braids, their clothes, how many followers they have, how many people was on their stream or when they was on Kick or Twitch,
Yeah.
then how good the nigga can dance, you
Right.
know.
Anything other than what the hell they actually do. They girlfriend was fine, whatever,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. You see what I'm saying, man? You look at man. You look. My fighter just bought that Lambo. You see that Lambo? You know,
Crazy, man, crazy, bro. They be and look, and then they be defending their money. They be
yeah.
defending their decisions. They defend their life. They defend everything about these people, man.
Hey, B. You know what I said before you
I'm
came
telling
on the show today. This what I said. I said for
I'm telling
all of those who been threatening me over
Hey
their
man,
favorite fighter.
my grandkid getting Wesley, man. I'm gonna have to go
Okay,
on the pick. No, we got
all right.
like 3 more minutes. Come on, let's
Yeah,
talk.
3 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yeah,
Let's close on this. Let's close on this.
yeah.
I say, look, your celebrity. I say, look, man, your favorite fighter is a celebrity who you arguing and want to talk shit over in the chat. He don't even know you exist.
Nope.
You met him before. I met some of those fighters before, but these dudes ain't never met him. But in closing, I want to get you back on
Yeah,
if
anytime. And you know I
once
got
that
you
fight
anytime. You let me know.
gets like officially made.
If it
You know, I want to
happens.
get you back on and we'll talk
Yeah.
about the breakdown of it.
Yeah. We're gonna look at the breakdown. But like I said, I think I'm gonna always be wishy-washy on it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, physically wise, I can see Keyshawn winning the fight. Technical wise and planning wise, I see Devin winning that fight.
So you
I see Devin somehow pulling that shit off. I really do.
yeah, because Devin is a patient fighter.
Very, very patient. He don't give a
Very
fuck
patient.
about he don't give a fuck about the booze. He don't give a fuck about the activity. He don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that part he got down pat. And you know, like I said, it is boxing, the game of boxing. The name of boxing is to be hit, get hit. I mean, hit and not be hit. And
Uh-huh.
like I said, just win the fight, and he doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's what Floyd did, and people hated him for it. Even though Floyd was a lot more active than he was, but
Yeah.
I mean, they hated him for it. But in the end, that you see, they say Floyd one of the best, if not the best. You feel what I'm saying? So it just all depends on how it go, man.
All right. Hey, well, B man, I appreciate you, man. I thank you,
For
brother,
sure,
for taking
man.
the time out with you.
Hey,
I know you got the
anytime, man.
grandkids.
I thought I was gonna be home by now, man. Shit, they just got ran over at the dentist, man. But shit, anytime, man. I got you, big dog.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.